Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another Twins win video. They win the series against Kansas City. As you can see, they won 8-4. Today, they've won 5 of their last 7, and they end April with a 17-12 record. That's first place in the AL Central. And we're going to talk about it, but it could have been a lot worse of a month. Probably could have been a little bit better too, but a great game to cap off the month. As Sonny Gray, dominant as ever, the Twins offense comes alive with 7 runs in the third inning, and including the title, which you saw, a 453-foot bomb into the triple deck, the third deck in left field for Byron Buxton. I believe he's gone back-to-back games now, and 3 in the series, if my math is correct. So really good day for Buxton and the Twins. So let's cover it. Those are the big moments, though. If you guys are new to the channel, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing. Boom. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. There you go. Hit that subscribe button as I post Twins content every single day here on the channel. So let's get right into this. We're going to start with the hitting because it was dominant today, at least in the first 3 innings. If you're a betting man, which I am not, but one, I was pretty confident the nerf he was going to hit today, I should say. Sonny Gray dominant on the mound. The Twins offense has unfortunately been a little slow to start things off. So that hit, but also the Twins were not losing this game. I could have put a lot of money on the Twins not losing this game today. Last night, bad loss against the Royals. They're a bad team. They should have won. They played with fire today. The Royals played with fire. The Twins were mad. Lots of fire, but the Twins get the win today. That's not betting advice, but they were going to win this game today, and I was pretty confident in that, and it started right away. Like I said, a little bit slow in the first inning, but that first third, all Twins. They started in the bottom of the second where Nick Gordon lays down a sack bunt, a safety squeeze, or a suicide squeeze. It might have been a suicide squeeze as the runner was going from third on the drop. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Scored a run, and the Twins lead 1-0. But then comes the third inning. Like I said, the Twins scored all of their runs in those 2 innings, 7 runs in the third, and it started with a strikeout. There was 1 out in the inning already. Max Kepler walks, and now there's a second strikeout. Polanco strikes out. So 2 outs in the third inning. And then all the runs come aboard, right? So this is all with 2 outs. Correa walks, and Buxton hits a 92-mile-an-hour fastball above the zone into the third deck in left center field. That thing was absolutely tanked. 453 feet. And I love what the Twins are doing. They're getting in on the home run celebration. I'm not sure why it took them a month to get this figured out, but land of 10,000 rakes is what they are calling this. They wear a fishing vest when the dude hits a home run. It's got a little Twins logo on it. It's kind of cool. I like it a lot. And then they do a little fishing pose, like reeling in on the camera in the dugout. That's a lot of fun. That's what more teams need to do. Most teams, a lot of teams have something like that. Baltimore has a couple. They're a lot of fun to watch. But so Byron Buxton hits his 7th home run of the year. It was a moonshot, but it doesn't stop there. That's only 4 runs. They get 3 more. Trevor Larnach singles. Joey Gallo's hit by a pitch. Nick Gordon with a single scores Larnach, and then Castro singles, which scores Gallo, and then Vasquez singles after Brady Singer is finally kicked out of the game. He singles, Gordon scores, and it's 8-0. So, or did I say that was 3? Whatever. 4 runs. 7 runs scored in the third inning. It was a lot of action, and then it kind of stopped, but that's okay because you don't want to see it stop, but they were in a comfortable lead. I was feeling good. The Twins are obviously feeling good. Up 8-0 in the third. They're going to win that game. They actually got out-hit in this game, so credit to the pitching staff, which we'll get to in a second, but regardless, a lot of the players on the teams got hits today, and it's not that they had hits spread out through the game. They actually executed as probably good as they could have on their opportunities. It all came with 2 outs. It was all by consecutive players. Not that that matters, but every player in the lineup did something to contribute. That's the point, and that is something that the Twins had struggled with for a lot of the month, is they'd get a couple of guys on, then they'd strike out. Correa, Vasquez, I can think of a few times that both of those guys have done that. But today, they come through with 2 outs is even more impressive. So let's run down the stats here. None of these numbers jump out at you, but a 3-run home run helps. Just single helps. So, take it for what it's worth. You'd love to see guys with multiple hits, but you can nitpick something every day, right? So, Kepler 0 for 4, but did score a run. Also drew a walk. We already talked about that. Polanco did not get a hit today. I think this is literally the first time in, he's got to be up to 11 or 12 games now, I think, right? Maybe not quite that many, 10 games. Doesn't have a hit today. I think that was his first game without a hit since coming back. Had 3 strikeouts, though. Just a tough day. His teammate picked him up, though. Not Correa. He went 0 for 3 today, still batting above 200, but 202. But now we get into the good stuff, like I already mentioned, all of these guys. Buxton 2 for 4, with 3 RBI from the home run. Larnach 1 for 3, Gallo 0 for 2, but scored a run. Gordon 1 for 3, 2 RBI, and then Castro 1 for 3 as well with an RBI. Vasquez 1 for 4 with 2 RBI. So really good stuff by the bottom half of that lineup, but just in order, and that's what you really want to see. Yes, it's like I said, you can nitpick something every day. It kind of sucks that they stalled out after those hits. They literally got all of their hits in the 3rd inning or so. Yeah, 8 hits came off of Springer. They didn't touch the rest, 8 runs came off of Springer. 5 of them were off the hits, and then Staumont and Taylor gave up a hit. But the point being, they didn't get any more hits significantly after Singer. So, is what it is, but they did what they needed to do. Let's talk about the Twins pitching, though. Sonny Gray 4-0 on the year with a .77. I thought it was .79. I saw somewhere else, but .77 ERA. That's just solid stuff. Did give up 1 run in the 6th inning, but completed 6, 5 hits, so be it. That's less than a hit per inning, and gave up 1 walk. So what? Struck out 7. Didn't lower the ERA. It increased by .15. Cry me a river, right? That's awesome. That's insane. And then given the 8-1 lead for the last 3 innings, Pagan got some work. Gosh, I'm glad we had a 7-run lead there, but gave up 2 hits, gave up a run. It was not earned. A couple of errors by the Twins today, but I don't really care. They won the game. Stewart, of course, not going to be a guy who gets a ton of time. He got 1 inning of work, got 1 strikeout, no hits. Good for him. Winder, I think this is his season debut. He struggled, gave up 2 runs in the 9th, got 2 outs, only struck out 1, but then Duran comes in, closes out the game. He actually gets the save because it was a 4-run game, but multiple runners were on base. There was a guy on base. So that allowed it to be a save because of the 3 runs from when he came in, I believe. It's a weird rule. I don't really agree with that being a save, but it is what it is. And he gets, so it's his 6th save on the year. Really cool. And a good outing for him. He only threw, 7 pitches, but 5 were strikes. That's good. He struggled with strikes yesterday. So, good bounce back day. Gets the save. Twins get the win. And that's what is important. Good offensive day in terms of stringing together hits. A big blast by Buxton is really good. And Sonny Gray just dominating, of course. Sonny Gray is in, I would say, Cy Young conversation. I said the last time he pitched, but if he's going to go out there and do that every single time, he's not, but if he does, he's going to be untouchable, and I would not want to face him if I'm anybody. Kershaw, Verlander, anybody, Ohtani, right? I don't want to put too many words into my mouth, but you understand what I'm saying. If he can pitch like that against, ace-level pitchers, awesome. And I don't think he's in that rotation where he would have to face aces, so say what you want. But regardless, he's doing his job, and that's allowing the bullpen to have some more rest. You're pitching guys who maybe need some work or can allow some runs. and you don't feel super overwhelmed or scared about losing the lead. And then, of course, like I said, the offense comes alive when they need to. So a big series win, a good month of April. And the last thing I want to touch on very quickly is they went 17-12 this month. Talk about losing like 6 of their last 7 games at one point over the Nationals and Red Sox series, I think, or a little bit the 2 Yankees games, the National series, and I think 1 in the Boston series. They could easily, and I know this is me being a fan, but they could easily be 22-8 right now. They could be one of the best teams in the league. They shouldn't have lost yesterday. I mean, you could say this about almost every game, but they shouldn't have lost yesterday. They could have not lost to the Marlins 1-0. They could have beat the Marlins as a series. They could have beat the Yankees in one of the 2 games that they didn't, in Yankee Stadium. I know you can find games that you could always win, but 17-12 is respectable. It's still at the top of the division, and weather's going to get warmer. Hopefully Correa starts hitting a little bit better. This is not the best team that we've seen. Kirilloff, option to AAA because of his injury. Hopefully that means, he's going to come back soon. But, we've still got Celestino and other guys on the IL now. Like, we're going to be fine. That's the good news. But it's a solid month for the Twins. They're in first place. They won 17 games. You would have liked to see 20, sure. But there's still a lot of baseball left to be played, a lot of divisional games coming up, Cleveland and Chicago. Like, you got to win those games, and the Twins are very capable of winning those games. So I'm excited to watch it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will see you tomorrow for another one. Peace.